Is stoning to death barbaric for you?
Yes, it is.
You're calling the law barbaric. Hence, you're blaspheming God because He's the one who gave that command in the Old Testament. And that is Jesus for you, by the way.
Jesus was just showing you can act on these things, but your heart comes first.
Your heart comes first. Yeah. What does that even mean? It means you're more merciful than God Almighty?
No.
If God gives a command to stone to death, then that is it, right? You shouldn't question that. Remember earlier, those were your words. So now you're saying that is barbaric. How dare you call God barbaric? No, you're just a puny human being. How dare you call God barbaric?
I didn't call him barbaric.
Is the punishment barbaric?
For today it is, yeah.
Oh, for today it is. So God's law differs in different ages. If you were at that time, would you call it barbaric in the time of Moses?
Probably not.
Your standard is more secular liberal, not as a Christian from the Bible. Because if it was from the Bible, you wouldn't question it. The reason you're going based on a standard which is secular and liberal, which is how you have been indoctrinated, and I don't blame you for that because this is the case with many young people today. You see the Bible in a different light. What if I showed you something in the Bible that is barbaric and that is from the words of Jesus? Would you then condemn it?
No.
If it's barbaric, why not?
Right? Is that your opinion?
Matthew 15, 3 and 4. It says about the unruly children, anyone who curses the mother or father shall be put to death. Would you condemn them to death?
If my own child cursed me and put a Satan onto me, I'd be inclined to fight my children. Would you slay your child? If I had to.
So you would kill your own child?
If I had to.
This is the guy who was talking about barbarism earlier. Are you becoming more barbaric now? Seriously.
Let me give you an example. If we know somebody who's a demon, what I mean by that is somebody who's demon infested, cursing people, is that person not to be... Where should they go? To jail?
By the way, that's not the curse it's talking about. This is from the Old Testament. In the Old Testament, the laws were very harsh. It's not a spell. You got it all mixed up. You can look up the dictionary and tell me where the curse is a spell there. Context here is, like I said, from the Old Testament. If you curse your parents, put them to death. And Jesus reiterates that after 1200 years, which means Jesus wasn't as peaceful as you assumed he was.
I didn't say he was.
So you agree that Jesus condemned people to death?
Yeah. Why is that?
Okay, so why are you worried about the adulterous woman being stoned to death then?